All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Wade and Shiggy Show. I'm Wade here with Shiggy and Wild Bill today. And today we are doing something special for you guys for helping us hit 4K subscribers.
4,120 right now.
And so what we're doing today is I've asked you guys yesterday, I forget what time I got home yesterday, to ask us personal questions for whoever you like the most. Basically, this is 20 questions personalized for one of us, and we have to answer that question the best we possibly can.
Okay.
And I said it too. I said it can be anything. It could be anything you guys want to know. Because, I mean, we got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide. I don't know if you guys got nothing to hide from our fans.
I got anything to hide.
So, I mean...
Is that a question you need to ask?
No, not really.
I'm sure he has a few things he can hide.
No, he's pretty open with all of his shit. Trust me on that. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. These are 20 personal questions that you asked your favorite Wade and Shiggy actor.
Okay, how many?
And we are going to...
Here, this is all original, baby. There's no acting. If I'm acting like a dumbass, that's not acting.
That's reality. That's fucking reality.
That's the lady at home. She'll tell you that's not an act.
Alright, we are going to start with one of our number one fans, and that is going to be from Gray Allen.
Okay.
You guys know Gray. Gray was one of our winners of the YouTube Celebrity Roast too. And this question is for me. Okay, so I'm guessing to start out. And
Are you big boned? That's where you nod. No. I'm
No. No. His question is, have you ever had a situation where you had to help somebody in a dire need? That's a good question. Well, I have done a lot of charity work. I have told you guys that before. I do a lot of stuff for St. Jude's, Toys for Tots every Christmas. I help out a lot. Basically, I've helped out with being there for a lot of kids with cancer and everything else. And I mean, a lot of these kids, they look up to guys like us or girls like, because they want to be in their life. They want somebody there for them because sometimes their family's not, unfortunately. And that's what hurts, is when you got a young kid that's 5 years old, not even going to live past 10, not even going to live past 6, and is dying of cancer and needs somebody to be there for him. So, I mean, that's probably one of my most proudest moments of myself, was helping out with that. But other than that, I don't really help out much. I mean, I help these guys out when they're in dire need, obviously. I'm sure I expect them to do the same in return. But other than that, that's pretty much me personally. But thank you for the question. I do appreciate it. Thank you for considering me to be your favorite. It makes me a little bit happy. Okay. Next one comes from Leanne Dow, and this one is for Shiggy. Shiggy, your question is, growing up in the military, was there ever a time to where you regretted ever joining the military?
Yeah. At the time, I would say when I was pulling 22-hour shifts towards the end of my run, I mean, I loved the duty station I was at, but I didn't, the hernias, that was horrible. I regretted that. I think my biggest regret was getting out, because I could have studied harder instead of just drinking and partying. And I I should have made E4. I passed the test, it's just not advanced. And what that means in the Navy or in most of the military, pass but not advanced, means there's not enough people getting out of the rate, not retiring.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, those are about it. I don't really regret going because I wanted to do it.
He was in the Navy too. That kind of
Boot
clarify
camp.
that.
Well, yeah, that's what I just said in the Navy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying
yeah,
a lot of
boot
people.
camp was not fun. Going to the mess decks the second time made me mad because the only thing that really upset me is when I saw people that came in way later than me getting trained on a lot more because of certain reasons, and then making E4, and even though they weren't doing this intentionally, they actually were heartfelt because they said to me, "Oh, you should have this, not me." And it's like, longevity don't mean crap. You know, if you studied hard enough and you did all you were supposed to do, you make rank. Should I have made it? Yeah, but then again, I didn't have the squeaky clean. I mean, there were a couple times I was questioned about my drinking, which at the time, we were just, I didn't drink every night. I didn't party every night. Most nights we'd go and get coffee, come back, and go to bed. But, it's kind of the crowd I hung out with. But no, I have no regrets, not really. I mean, I don't, Bill was an Army cat, so I don't know.
Rank a little easier in that area.
Yeah. And that's my oldest brother. He's like, "What do you mean pass but not advance?" And then my second oldest brother, Air Force, he said pass but not advance means people aren't getting out of the rate fast enough. Because in the Marine Corps, it's like the Army. All you gotta do is finish these tests. And so long as you're uniformed or squared away, you pretty much made rank. Navy and Air Force, a little different, but no regrets.
Thank you for the question. Anyways, Leanne, we appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Leanne.
Being that you're her fan.
Look like girl. No. I'm kidding. I'm sure you're a beautiful young lady.
Okay, next one comes from Eric Kelly, and this question is for me. And this question is, if you have never met Shiggy and Wild Bill, would you still be doing YouTube to this very day? If I never met these two, would I still be doing? Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I love YouTube. I've loved YouTube ever since I was a kid. Let's face it. I grew up watching everything on YouTube from like one YouTuber to another. But I mean, it was just kind of like the stroke of fate. I mean, I met Shiggy working a Saturday with him while he was having a panic attack. He ended up having to go home. That's how we first met. Wild Bill, we met because he joined the company and I was the closest to him. So I mean,
Wait, when was that?
That was because we worked in Canton with it was some pipeline, and you forgot to bring your medication.
Oh yeah, that wasn't the first time. That was one of the times. Yeah.
No, that was the first time we met because that was at the first shop.
We met. Yeah. But that wasn't. The first time I.
Because you ended up. Because that was when we had Gus as our boss.
Yeah.
And we
You're
called
talking about when we met. Yeah. Yeah. You took me home.
Yeah, I took him back to his car. I went back to the job, and I ended up just getting let go early because I mean I can't flag by myself, obviously. So I mean. Meanwhile, Bill met because he joined the company. I lived right around the corner from him, so it's like it's kind of convenient.
At the time,
yeah.
Right around the corner there. So.
Right. I mean, if I never met these guys, I mean, I probably would still do YouTube, but it would be a lot more different kind of YouTube channel than it is now. I mean, it'd just be like more the gaming stuff like you guys have seen over the summer. Yeah, I'd probably still be doing YouTube. I mean, I either will do YouTube by myself or I'll do it with these guys. I mean, it just depends because sometimes we don't have a proper schedule, and some of us are working so late, or we have real life situations taking into effect, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try to put YouTube videos out the best I can. Unfortunately, like last week, my computer took a shit. I couldn't upload anything. I got it fixed on Friday. I also ended up getting food poisoning real bad, so I couldn't really do anything. But now I'm fully healthy, I'm fully back, and I'm gonna try to do videos the best I can. But yeah, I'd still be doing YouTube, whether it's by myself or with somebody else, whether I didn't meet these guys or not. So yeah, thank you anyways for the question, Eric. Appreciate it. I also talked to you earlier this morning before I left. Thank you for the heartfelt comments. I appreciate it. Question number 4 comes from Spencer Retail. And this one is for Shiggy. Shiggy, your question is, we hear a lot about you and your woman and all the lovely adventures you guys have together. How long has it been, and is there a moment that you'd like to share with us that was most memorable?
To me, the most memorable was when, one of the most memorable, I won't say that one, because that's kind of puts her.
Well, I mean, we don't want to go too personal.
No, because it involved her wanting to have fun in my Toyota Tacoma outside of Sadie Renee's, and I had to instruct her that those lovely
You don't know where that's
gentlemen
going.
wearing those uniforms with the little shiny things on their chest would prevent that, because you look 17. No, for me, memorable, I think, for me, was when we first met, and my mom brought her over, and, well, the very first time I met her, I went to her house, met her twin. When she came out, I'll say this one, when she came out, I looked at her, and after the first 2 I was hooked up with by my mother, this one, I looked at her and I thought, I'm not gonna, there is no way this person's gonna want to even hang out with me. She was way out of my league. She was drop dead. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I mean, my heart skipped a beat. I'm not sounding cheesy. But then, of course, we went out, and then the next time she come over to our house, I didn't know she was there. I came up out of my cave downstairs, all disheveled, clothes all ratted. Saw her, she's like, oh, hi. I'm like, well, I better go downstairs, get cleaned up, shave my face. Obviously, go wash out. I'm like, well, Mom, why don't you tell me when people are coming over? So, yeah. But the first time that I met her, I went to her house, and I didn't know what to say. She goes, oh, hi. I said, Christy. She goes, yeah, you're Jeff. I said, yes. I said, you are absolutely beautiful. I said, you know, and she's like, oh, thank you. And no, I'm not. And she's just that, you know, she never thinks highly of herself. But yeah, that was the first. And if I would have been able to take a picture of that and could show it today, she's still, obviously, still the most beautiful thing on the planet. But man, she was, you know, just so gorgeous. Like, I had no idea. I thought, I'm not going to make it 3 days, because I figured she was too pretty to be hanging out with a schmo like me. And she broke up with her boyfriend, because I mean, I don't give ultimatums, but I told her, this is not, you gotta choose. She goes, oh, and then she told me about 3 days later, I already did. So I thought, shit. Well, all right, nice talking. She goes, no, he's gone. I'm like, come up for me. And she is. She's beautiful. She's so well put together.
What happened to you?
She's the glue that holds. No, you're right. She's the glue that holds the whole thing together. Because, like I said, she went to Myrtle Beach, and I didn't know what to do, honestly. But yeah.
Anyways, thank you for the question, Spencer. Really appreciate it. Little personal question. I did like it though. It's kind of edgy, but
This ticks me off.
oh, by the way, 19 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
19 years they've been together, and they're still going strong to this very day. So you got to give them a round of applause.
I have one thing I want to say. The lady at the Verizon told me this was 32. It's only 16 gigs.
Oh, no wonder why it was only like $84.
She told me it was 32.
No wonder why it was cheaper.
Well, no, and not only that, I think when she asked me if I want the one in the blue, I said yes. I thought that was the 32. That's okay. I can go get her.
Okay. All right. Next question, and I did say we were going to do 20, but considering the time, we're probably only going to do 10. And what we'll do is we'll save the other 10 for another video next week. That way,
Yes,
we can.
that's cool.
But next question is from Jeremy Pugh, and this one's for Wild Bill.
Oh, great. That was good.
And Wild Bill, your question is: we always see that you say "I love you" to your woman. Tell us how you guys first met and how long it's been since you guys been together.
It's been, well, it actually is first, I had another job before I worked for AWP with these guys. I did energy consulting and for people to help save them energy on their electric bill. I met her sister that way, and her sister introduced us. And it's been, I'm not trying to think here, 5 years?
5
We're
years.
supposed to be married this year, coming year, so.
Well, 5 years and getting engaged.
I'm already engaged I'm engaged for 2, I'm getting married next year.
And there you
I'm
go.
engaged for 19.
And she's definitely, she's definitely very beautiful, too, very beautiful.
That is true.
Yep. Thank you again, Jeremy. We appreciate the question, and that's your Wild Bills fan. Okay, number 6 comes from Mike Sella, and this question is for me. My question is, tell us something about your family that we have been dying to see. And I know you guys have been asking this a lot, to where you guys want something incorporated with my family, but the problem is, my family is so spread out. Like, I have family in Columbus, I have family in Cleveland, I have family out of state. There's just no way I can get them all together for like once.
My family's out of state.
But you guys have wanted me to do a video with, I have mentioned my cousin on the channel. My cousin's actually been on the channel. It's been over a year now. I try to incorporate my brothers and sisters because obviously they're young kids. They love YouTube, so they look at my channel like, "Hey, when can I be on the channel?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. But yeah, things that you guys want to know about my family. Well, see, here's the thing. A lot of thing about my family is they like to keep their personal lives off the channel, and I totally respect that because, why put your life out there, for thousands of people to judge, I put my life out there all the time, and thousands of people judge me every goddamn day. But I deal with it and I move on because that's what an internet personality does, is they deal with judgment and they deal with comments that people like or people don't like. It's how the world revolves around on YouTube. That's why I survived on YouTube for 10 years. Ain't that right, Shiggy? Over 10 fucking years. And we're still running strong. Something personal about my family. Well, God, you guys are really getting down to it, aren't you? Like,
They want the details.
well, the problem is, well, let's face it. I'm going to spoil this anyway because you guys are going to find out one way or another. Thanksgiving, I am actually off for Thanksgiving this year, so I might do a little vlog with my family in it just so that you guys can be satisfied with that because you guys want to know who my mom is, who my dad is, for some god-awful reason, but, I mean, I do appreciate it that you guys want to know my personal life. You want to get to know me a little bit better. A lot of you have reached out to me and said, I want to know your family so that I can thank them for gifting you.
See me every day.
Yeah, but...
Really?
Well, we are technically family. I mean, this motherfucker's taken care of me before when I've been in shit situations. Let's face it. I've had a lot of shit situations over the years. But, yeah, I want to do a vlog with my family in it and want to do a couple challenges with them just to incorporate them, which I'll do that probably over Thanksgiving. But, yeah, that'd probably be about as personal as I can get without their consent, because I can say things and then I'm gonna get a call the next day that says, why the fuck did you say that? Why the fuck did you say that? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys want to know my family. I mean, that's awesome. Like I said, a lot of you have reached out to me and said, I want to thank your mom, I want to thank your dad for giving us me. I'm like, that's really touching, because let's fucking face it, there's not a lot of people out there that want to say that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's about as personal as I'll get. So thank you anyways, Eric. I appreciate it. I know exactly who you are, so thank you. Actually, no, that was Mike. Never mind. I get those two mixed up. I don't know why. Question number 7. I think we're now.
Yeah.
And this is from Lainey Whipwreck. I know who Lainey is too. And she has a question for Shiggy. Shiggy, your question is, we're cutting to the chase and getting down and gritting deep. Anything personal you want to tell your fans? She's just cutting right down to the fucking chase.
About myself?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she didn't really get specific.
Something I want to tell my fans. Number 1, vote for me. No, I love.
Kiss ass.
No, I love every damn one of you guys, seriously, because you watch me run around
In your fucking underwear.
in my skivvies,
Scared kids to death.
and
But yet he's got fans.
and not one of you has said, "Hey, maybe we need to call the cops."
Put some
I'm
fucking
kidding.
pants on.
I'm kidding. No, you guys are really cool. If it's about me, one personal thing about myself, I've probably plugged this before. If you go to Facebook and go to Some Crap You Might Like, which is the name of the page, Some Crap You Might Like, I'm a writer. Lyrics, poetry. I'm actually been tasked by a good friend of mine who went to high school with. One of the best guitar players on the face of the planet wants me to write for him, which I'm really honored that he asked me that, because my writing could never match his talent on a guitar. He is, I mean, he'd make Jimmy Page stand back like he's pretty good, But yeah, really personal. There's not much dirty about me.
And you are pretty much an open book.
Yeah, I love you guys. I'm a writer. Some Crap You Might Like. Go to it on Facebook. Give it a like. I don't know. I could say something personal. Kind of a. When I drank, that wasn't a good thing. I love my kid more than anything, and that's the reason I quit. Was, I'm not going to say what happened, but it was basically just, when he was born, you promise a child that you're going to always be there to never put them in harm's way. And yeah, kind of did that. It was my fault. It wasn't anything like me being abusive or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
I was just stupid.
Yeah, you made a
It was a bad decision.
Yeah.
It was a blessing in disguise, but it was a bad decision. But it was one of those decisions, honestly, that I felt like just getting in my car and, going head on into a semi about. But after 90 days of not drinking, which I didn't think I could even make it at all, got better. And then, I got to 6 months, a year. Now I got in December, if, it's a day-to-day thing, and that's one thing. I do need to get back to my meetings and doing all that. But I basically will have 6 years. No drugs, no drinking, no nothing. And if you're out there struggling with that, please,
Yeah.
get on this channel. I can give you my number. I really, if you need to get into any kind of help,
I don't have no experience in that.
all you gotta do, say, hey, I'm struggling, and really be struggling. I mean, I'm not, I'm not saying any of you guys would do it, but I don't need somebody.
Right.
I give them my number and then, hey, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Can we go out?
But I will say this though, because you guys have asked me to do this too. You guys just don't have to message me. You guys can message these guys too if you want. If you want to, I will give you, I'm not just going to give them random ass contact information. If you run to voice your opinions, tell them personally how you feel about them, just shoot me a message and let me know. I will shoot them a text or a message and let them know that somebody out there wants to say something to them. Because
Yeah, because like I said, the program I'm in, we write down our numbers for people. It's because if you need help, you need someone to talk to.
Right.
Because it's
That's one of the lucky ones that didn't get involved in any of that stuff. Drinking, drugs, or cigarettes.
I'm still drinking, but I have good in moderation.
Yeah, you because you.
I avoided it. I avoided all that.
Right.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's.
This would be question number 8. Comes from, this is the most interesting name I've ever heard, a very gay guy. Great name. I love it.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem being happy.
And this question's for Wild Bill.
Happy.
Oh, boy.
A very gay guy asks you, Wild Bill, have you ever done anything in your life that you will regret for the rest of your life?
Not a whole lot in my life. Maybe the only thing like I said, I was in the military. I should have stayed longer, but I had to. Last place I was, I had to deal with some idiots that would make anybody go insane.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I really, if I could think, I could wish I went to school, got a bachelor's degree or a little bit higher than what I got. But that was the only thing I regret, not getting a higher education or better jobs.
Right.
A lot of people are like that too, though, these days. Oh, shit, got a higher degree.
Not bad.
Or
Not
did
bad.
something, or did guy school in the trades industry, like plumbing, electrical.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, a very gay guy, for asking Wild Bill the question. And that you're his #1 fan.
Well, I'm not gay.
This is the fucking
Happy. We're all happy.
That's what.
happy, joy.
That's what that probably means. A very happy guy.
Yeah, right? We don't discriminate on this
Yeah,
channel.
we don't.
We do not.
We don't.
We like happy.
We love
sad,
everybody.
Up and down.
Happy
We love everybody.
happy people.
It doesn't matter who you are. Trust me. I don't discriminate, neither do these guys.
You like happy, sad, fat, skinny. Guys that look like me.
Oh, that's scary.
It is.
Okay. Number 9 comes from Tyrone Callers. And this question is for me. He asked me, and I quote, Have you ever had an experience with a woman that you will never ever forget? Golly, Tyrone, really?
He really wasn't.
I love you, Tyrone. I do, because you're the coolest motherfucker I've ever met.
You really
Ever talked
dig
to,
deep.
no question.
What's to dig deep in your life there?
That's because Tyrone knows. You already know this answer. That's the fucked up part. You asked me this morning, you dumbass. No, you gotta put it on. We gotta put it on camera for over 4,000 people to watch.
So you told him how we met. Okay.
Oh yeah, totally. Him, I huddled in the fucking corner, and I had to go call for the boss to get his pills. What a great day.
Why does his phone have Candy Crush Saga on it? I don't play Candy.
They all got him.
A woman that I've been with that I'll never forget. You already know who it is. I met this woman down in Florida. It was in Miami. This girl, I shit you not, she looked like a 21-year-old Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston is still hot now, so can you imagine her in her 20s? And this girl, I shit you not,
Had a penis.
You wish, but I forget what club it was. But she was behind me and some other couple, I don't remember who they were. We were trying to get into this club. I couldn't get in because I wasn't cool enough, which I wish I knew the cool code for this club. But anyways, this girl came up behind me, grabbed my ass. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, he's with me. I'm like, will you stop? You're turning this into a whole weird conversation. Even though Tyrone already knows the answer to this question. But I suppose the 4,000 people who watch probably ought to know what happened. Long story short, I ended up getting a blowjob in the stall, and then I went home with her, and I stayed the night with her. Come to find out, she's a millionaire. Her dad was a millionaire. Had all this money, and unfortunately I had to leave, so I couldn't stay with her. I wish I could, because then I'd be a millionaire now. Wouldn't have to worry about money ever again. But yeah, it's one of those times where I will never forget her. I wish I still talked to her, but I haven't talked to her in years. But yeah, I gave you the full detailed story, Tyrone. I know that, and you told me his reaction's like, damn, dude, you hit that bitch and you left her? I'm like, unfortunately, I did. I did left her. I'm like, you dumb son of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm a dumbass. Don't have to tell me twice. But thank you, Tyrone, anyways, for the question that you already knew the answer to, but you ought to call me out on it on camera, because you're my brother and I love you to death. I do. Okay, final question. Question number 10 comes from Alabama Slamma, and this one is for Shiggy.
Hey, I love the Alabama Slam.
Shiggy, your question is, have you ever been to the South? And if you've ever been to the South, what is the most memorable thing you've ever done down there?
Yep. Been to Florida and went to see the Florida Gators play the LSU Tigers. And my great uncle Warren, who is a true Southern gentleman. Dude is, Southern accent, made good for himself, nice house, a lot of money, but a very, 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 very true meaning of the word Southern gentleman. Had tickets, season passes. My mom's a big fan of the Gators because of that, I think, but we went the year after Emmitt Smith got drafted, and they just obliterated. It was 45-9 by the third quarter. They let them score those 9 points. It was not like LSU was getting the dog crap kicked out of them. You could see their fan base that was there at the game just kind of like, yeah, we're going home. We left before the fourth quarter because it was 52 to, by the time the fourth quarter came, it was like 52 to 9, I think was the final. So we left, but it was so cool. I mean, the swamp is the coolest, and these guys were partying, and they're like, what is on the back of your head? And we had, back in the day when you'd shave like a symbol, my brother had a Dodge symbol in the back of his. I had the lake, because that's the school I went to. He said, what's the lake? I said, it's a school I go to, high school. Around here? I said, no, we're up from Ohio. He goes, well, what y'all doing down here? I said, visiting relatives. And they're like, okay, lake, huh? I said, yeah. And he goes, we know what that symbol is. He's like, that's a Dodge symbol. We know that. Y'all like Dodge? I'm like, not me. He does. He's like, all right, we can get with that. But yeah, that was probably the most memorable. Unless you count going to Tijuana, but I don't really remember much of that. I remember about 13 sex on the beaches and being very nice and paying for a cab ride, and that's about it.
Okay.
I remember waking up in a hot-ass car with the guy sitting next to me, both sweating. He's like, man, I couldn't take you on the boat. I just figured we'd sleep right here. I'm like, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's good, because I was not of legal age as far as 21. I think I was 19, 20. Yeah, and if I would have been caught going on the ship as drunk as I was, they would have probably, that would have been the final straw.
Yeah.
No, actually, I wouldn't be. That would have been the first straw or second straw. But yeah, but Florida, that was definitely a very fun time. Back before I got older and took my pants off.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the question there, Alabama Slamma. We appreciate it. So that was 10 questions that you guys have asked personally about us. And we still got 10 more to go. I can't imagine how the rest of these 10 are going to be. That was pretty tough as it was.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys so much for 4K. And hopefully we get way more than that. We're looking for 5K next.
You guys are so awesome.
Like
that's great.
It's amazing. Like, I didn't expect us to hit 4K by the end of the year. Like, that exceeded my expectations. So thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Wayne and She Show. Please leave a like below. Please comment with your opinions down at the bottom of the comment section. You say whatever you please. Please subscribe for more, guys, as we're busting out videos for you guys the best we possibly can here on YouTube. For that, we do thank y'all for watching.
And I love you, my honey.
And we encourage you all
my darling,
at home to please stay classy.